Good morning and welcome to episode 2 of Stay at Home STEAM with Mrs. Nicholson. I hope everyone's doing well and you enjoyed the first episode. Today we're going to be keeping with the same theme and we're going to be talking about states of matter. And we're going to be doing something I do in class called the Great Balloon Takeoff. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using vinegar, baking soda, and a balloon to demonstrate what happens and what types of states of matter that we can assign to things. So we're going to start by taking our water bottle, just a normal water bottle, and we're going to put in some vinegar. Now, I usually put in about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of vinegar, which doesn't have to be an exact amount. Maybe 1/4 of the way up is a good way to measure that. Then we're going to take our balloon and we're going to put some baking soda in it. So to do that, we're going to use a funnel, which is much easier than trying to spoon it in. If you have a smaller funnel, this also works easier. And you're going to take some of your baking soda and just start spooning it in. I like to put a lot of baking soda in just so we get a bigger reaction, a little bit more fun. So I'm not really saying a set amount, but once you feel like your balloon is pretty good and well filled up, then you're pretty good to go. Again, doesn't matter how much you do, it just will maybe affect your reaction a little bit. So as I am doing this, what I want you guys to think about, students, is what types of, or what states of matter are represented here. We've got the vinegar, we've got a water bottle, we've got a balloon, and we have baking soda inside. So of those things we've used, I want you to think about what state of matter is each one of those. If you want to pause the video right now and talk about that, please do so now. All right, we'll keep going. So we are going to take our balloon and very carefully attach it to the top of our water bottle, being careful not yet to turn it over into our water bottle. So we're going to have it attached, and I usually suggest you hold on to the sides of it because sometimes it likes to pop off. And we're going to just lift up our balloon and just let the baking soda fall into the vinegar. And as you can see, our balloon is beginning to fill. And the more vinegar and baking soda you can get a really cool reaction you see happening inside our bottle. So it goes all the way to the top and actually starts to go into the balloon a little bit. So what I want you to think about now and answer is this. What we just saw happen, do you think that was a chemical or a physical reaction, or possibly both? And I want you to talk about what other state of matter did we create when we combine the two together. So pause the video right now and discuss this or think about this in your head before we continue. Okay, so I'm trusting that you guys paused it and really thought this through. So what we did is when we combine vinegar and baking soda, it creates a chemical reaction that produces carbon dioxide gas. So we went from our state of matter of our vinegar, which is a liquid, our baking soda, which is a solid, and once those two combined, we created a gas called carbon dioxide. That's how our balloon filled up. When we talk about matter, we state that matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. So thinking about things that take up space is kind of hard sometimes to think about gas as taking up space because we don't see it. So this is a great way to see, yes, the gas did take up space inside this balloon, and that it was turning this into a third state of matter. So what I would love for you guys to do is, if you get some time, research and get a little bit more into what are the two, what goes into vinegar and baking soda, what are the ingredients in them that causes this reaction. They'll talk a little bit about acids and bases for those of you that are in the higher grades. It's kind of a little interesting to do. This is a great thing to try. I know there's other things out there as well that do something like this. Search for something that has to do with Pop Rocks, which are the candy, kind of a cool experiment to try. And there are other things out there that you guys can find. And so as I continue to make these videos, I want you guys to continue to search for things to do online. There are so many cool ideas out there and so much science you can be doing at home with things that are pretty easy to find. I know you might not have balloons laying around, but I'm pretty sure you might have some water bottles, some vinegar, and some baking soda. So think about trying this at home. And as always, I missed you, Oakhurst kids, and I really wish I was doing this in front of you instead of a camera, which is way out of my comfort zone. But I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy, and I look forward to the day that I get to see you again in my classroom. Until then, I'll continue doing these, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.